Therapist reacts raw to the Gilmore Girls. How do you navigate relationships with mothers, grandmothers, and matriarchs? Mended light. Welcome to Therapist Reacts Raw, where my producers give me something that I've never seen before and I respond to it in real time. So this is from the Gilmore Girls, which I will therapize. I will go through that series because, hello, it's iconic. But I've actually never seen it before. I just have millions of people telling me how good it is. And I believe you. I believe all of you, every one of you millions. But I'm going to watch something, Emily Gilmore, moments about Emily Gilmore. So she is the grandmother and the family matriarch. I don't know if she is warm and nurturing. I don't know if she is bossy and controlling. I don't know anything about her. So let's see. Let's see what she does and how the family takes it and what pearls of wisdom I can bestow along the way.
Let's do this!
Lorelei, we're leaving. Well, what do you know? She finally put Rory's stroller away. First time in a year I haven't tripped over that thing.
Where's my scarf?
I told Tina to put everything out for you, Richard.
Out where?
Look on the table.
You have to be more specific with her, Emily.
Fine, Richard.
There should be a designated place to put things.
Whatever you say, Richard. Lorelei, we are leaving. Please acknowledge that. Where is that girl?
Well, this is not the scarf I asked for.
Well, it looks fine. Can you just wear it?
No, I'm going to go back upstairs and get the scarf I intended to wear in the first place. Well, I'm surprised at you, Emily. These are your friends we're seeing tonight. You would have thought that my appearance would be a priority for you. See, I didn't want to go to this thing in the first place. I have an early meeting in the morning, and I would much rather go to bed and ignore the fact that the symphony has to reupholster its mezzanine this year. I'll get the checkbook.
Thank you. You have no idea. Thank you.
On one condition.
So close.
Lorelei, take off your coat and sit down. You don't want Hanlon to think you're rude. Have a wonderful day, Rory. I want to hear all about it. Do you need a ride, or is your horse parked outside?
Okay, so already seeing type of mother who was raised with this is right, this is wrong, this is proper for a lady, this is not. And I can't tell yet, because I haven't watched the show, if this comes from a place of loving her daughters, but she's just old school and she wants what's best for them, or if she's more concerned about appearances and what people think about her family and how that reflects on her, right? Is this ego, or is this misguided attempts to nurture? I don't know yet, but I know people like this, and maybe you could sound off, or I can figure it out as I'm watching. But tell me about Emily. Why is she the way she is?
Keep moving. This is as far as I can go unless you'd like me to bore my way through the wall. Oh, wait. Rudolph Gottfried.
Another cousin.
No, a Nazi that we knew. I'd forgotten. We stayed with him once in Munich. Nice old man. Interesting stories.
Mom, you socialized with a known Nazi? That's despicable. That's heinous.
No, dear. That was a joke.
Okay. First of all, this actress is having a hell of a time playing this part, and a lot of fun. I'm noticing, though, that Emily is all about snide little digs. And some of you can relate to having mothers like this. And, you know, take off your coat, do this, do that. Even when her children are into adulthood and her granddaughter is, you know, a teenager becoming an adult, she takes it upon herself to basically give orders and tell people what to do. Do you have someone like that in your life? Let me know what that's like in the comments.
At a wake?
A what?
A wake, a funeral.
A funeral? Whose?
It was for the neighbor's cat. Mom?
Hold on, I'm looking up aneurysm in our medical dictionary to see if I just had one. Oh, no, it's only $12. Can we do this tomorrow?
I'm just...
Here, I'll find you.
It's only $12. It must be worthless.
So that you won't forget them. Okay, Rory, come in here, please. Hey, Grandma. She has lived with you too long. You traded my lovely gift for a semi-pornographic leering monkey lamp? How could you? Oh, my God, it's horrible. What on earth do I think?
I need to get this information.
You need to get sensitivity training.
Well, what if I fill out this information and you can go find someone who can tell us how my dad is?
I'm not supposed to.
Or I can go and you can stay here and continue to discuss this with my mother.
I'll go.
Thank you.
Okay. Again, this is just me reacting to a compilation video on the internet, so I need to see the entire series for context. But first impressions is that it's both. That Emily cares about her daughter, but she's not especially warm and nurturing. That she has never really been shown what that looks like and never learned it, or never really valued it because it's not really her personality. She values blunt, direct counsel and feedback. The thing is, I don't know how well she would receive it. She sees herself as an authority figure, and people are to receive counsel from her and criticism from her. I imagine she would get very defensive and irate if it was given in the other direction. So there's a bit of a dictator here with Emily. I'm going to watch about another minute of clips, and then I'm going to give some thoughts on how to deal with someone like this in your life.
Mom, Dad, Rory's decided to become a maid, just like I was.
Is that funny? Thank you. I'm glad you were finally honest with me. Now we can discuss what on earth you could possibly be thinking. Ha-ha! Put that finger down.
Dad.
Mom, look who's here.
Who?
Well, look. Here we go, spiced nuts.
Thank you, Emily. I suppose I could just put these nuts in my hand.
Well,
I'll be right back.
this is where she gets it from. I think that's her mom.
You're thinking you're not surprised.
No, I wasn't. Who would like dessert?
What, Mom? What are you thinking? Just tell me.
I was thinking I guess I have to return your gift.
My gift?
That's right.
You'll have to return my gift. That's what you were thinking?
That's right.
That's it?
That's it. Ha! What?
The tiny forks.
What tiny forks?
The tiny forks with the tiny prongs and the tiny handles that I can only assume are used to eat the tiny food.
They're for lobster tails.
So you did get the tiny forks.
You know what? I'm not returning the gift. I'm going to put it away in a closet, and you won't know what it is until you do get married someday.
Tell me now.
Sorry.
Come on. Mom, I may never get married. I may be a free spirit my whole life, or fall in love with a separated Catholic guy like Katharine Hepburn did, and then not get to go to his funeral when he dies.
Well, then you'll never get to know what I got you.
I've got to know.
No.
This is torture.
Tough.
Okay, fine, forget it. I'm going to the bathroom.
I'm going to the kitchen.
The thing that's very telling to me is when she says, "Thank you, I appreciate your honesty," which is a moment of grace, right? That's a healthy thing to say when someone is honest and accountable. "Thank you, I appreciate your honesty." And then she goes into, "Now we can talk about how ridiculous you're being," which is a judgment. The issue with Emily is that she sees her worldview as the right worldview. What she struggles with is perspective taking. She keeps hearing things from her daughter and from Rory, her granddaughter, and unless they are exactly in line with how she thinks people should dress, how people should act, what people should do with their lives, her response is sarcasm, put downs, or criticism. And this is what happens when we get locked into our own perspectives. We become rigid, we push people away, and we sabotage our relationships. I mean, they all go together, right? Perspective taking leads to empathy, and that contributes to accountability. When we realize that we've hurt others, we want to take ownership. And she hasn't even started that train. That train has not left the station. And so she pushes her daughter away, and she pushes her granddaughter away, and she's not even aware of why they're leaving, except for she thinks it has something to do with them. And when they try and hold her accountable, I haven't seen any scenes like that yet, but when they try and hold her accountable, I can guarantee she gets defensive and puts it back on them. So how do you manage with a person like that? Honestly, it really comes down to, what do you need to say? What do you need to put out there so that you feel like you're standing up to them, so that you don't feel like you're getting bullied or pushed around? What do you need them to know? Because how they take it is not really in your hands, right? People write to me all the time or ask me, what can I say to shake this person loose? What can I say to help them to get it? And there are no magic words, because people are going to choose to receive things the way they choose to receive them, or how they have been programmed through their entire life to receive them, if you see it that way. Point is, I think what's more important is to say, listen, I feel like you expect accountability from me, and you expect that your views will be followed, and that if they're not, you get critical, sarcastic, and mean. That's how I read what's going on. I'm not going to speak to your intentions. Maybe they come from a good place, but I'm letting you know that the result is that I want to withdraw from you. The result is that I don't really want to see you, and even though I love you and I want to have a relationship, I don't feel safe with you. And if you keep doing this, there's going to be distance between us. And then let the ball be in their court and follow through with what you say. And if you start spending less time, you may have, sometimes with people like this, you don't have a relationship anymore. Sometimes you have what I call a Sunday dinner relationship, where you see them for an hour a week and you just kind of bear through it. You decide what that looks like. But I love telling people how their behavior is making you feel, what you're going to do, like the boundaries you're going to draw, and then just let the chips fall where they will. And if they ask, why are you not talking to me anymore? Why are you withdrawing? Well, you remember that conversation we had? I meant it. And when they try and manipulate you or guilt trip you, you just remember the simple truth, come back to square one. I don't feel safe with this person, so I'm drawing boundaries for me. And you just keep coming back to that. If the hearts are going to change, that's how it's going to happen. Oftentimes with people like this, the heart doesn't change, the behavior doesn't change. And so it comes down to you saying, how much of a relationship do I feel comfortable having with this person? And doing that. And that's what that looks like. I do want to watch the show, though, because even though I would not enjoy having a person like this in my life in real life, the writing of this and the performance is deeply amusing. And I look forward to therapizing Gilmore Girls. What do you think about Emily? What am I missing? What context am I missing about why she is the way she is? And how would you handle a person like this in your life? Let us know in the comments below. We love it when you teach us and when you learn from each other. If you like this, I've got an entire Reacts Raw series where I do this sort of thing that you'll enjoy. If you need help dealing with a tough family member, go to mendedlight.com and schedule a complimentary 15-minute consultation with a member of our team today. Until next time, folks, keep shining. We need your light.